Hey, what's happening, guys? So, ever since I got that Anytone AT-6666 pro, I can't hear anything when the car is running. I made several videos about it, and I've covered the power wires and Faraday tape, and tried to do everything I can to reduce noise. And it's definitely when the car is running. I mean, I don't know. It could be fuel pump. I mean, I've put ferrite beads on everything. I mean, maybe it's just not possible to make it noise or quiet. So I'm trying to. I've actually bought one of these before for another vehicle, and it seemed to help. One of these Bandits. But I'll take it apart. We'll take a look at it. And this is supposed to be a choke. So I'm going to cut and splice some of my wires, my Anytone wires. So I have an Anytone Quad 6 in there, and I also have like or B-Tech. I have another little ham radio in there. I actually use it for GMRS and like mirrors when I'm off-roading. So as far as I know, we'll take it apart. I'm going to see what's inside there, but it should be a choke or something. So I'm going to hook this up, and hopefully I can get some better noise. But let me show you what it's doing real fast. You know, I actually love the old radios, but man, these new radios with the noise reduction circuit is incredible. So, yeah, that's why I got this. So it puts out probably about 80 watts, maybe. I can maybe do some mods to it, maybe bring it up to 100. Let me show you. I'm going to turn it on with the car that I'm running. It's not the best antenna. Well, this is... So I am picking up some skip right now. Alright, so we're on channel 38, lower sideband. So, turn the key on, turn the ignition on here. So, alright, ignition's on. You can see the noise come up before. I can tell with the noise floor, watch. It's not even so much when the car is not running. Also, when I transmit, I made a video about it. It screws up. Yeah, 357. That guy's local. He's local to me here. He's like right down the street from me. Let me turn the car on real fast. Watch, that whole thing will go away. We're getting good skip today, but I'm actually kind of surprised. We must be getting really good skip right now. But normally the noise floor will go. I mean, you can obviously hear the background noise. Maybe you can't hear it, but I can definitely hear it. It makes it way harder to hear. And the noise floor, it brings the noise floor up to about S9. I think I should turn it to a channel that's not on right now. Alright, let's try 31. Watch. Okay, key on. Fuel pump, I don't know if you can hear the fuel pump come on. See that? The noise floor comes up to around 9, 8 and 9. So it really makes it difficult to hear anything, you know, when I'm driving the car. I have the antenna dialed in pretty good. I'm getting like a 1.4, 1.3 SWR, running a 5-foot fire stick in the back. Obviously, ideally it would be on top of the roof, but I have to take the... Yeah, this guy's local, so he comes in really good, clear. But, alright, I'm going to put the Bandit, I'm going to take, because I also have this 2-meter radio right here, so I'm going to take that off and then run the Bandit. I'm going to put them both behind the Bandit, because I want to clean up both the power, because they both feed the same, down to the battery in the same spot. Yeah, it's a direct feed right to the battery. I've tried wrapping it in Faraday tape and all kinds of stuff, man. Like, I don't expect this to solve the problem, but I think this will definitely help. If there was any sort of noise coming on the power line, this would definitely help. But, like I said, I'm running a fuel injection system. I'm running an MSD box. I've done a lot of different things to mitigate the noise. But every single thing I've done has helped a little bit. So, let's open this up real fast. I mean, this should actually have pretty sound principles. I mean, this should be like a choke. So let's open this up, take the 4 screws out. We'll take a look at this inside. Alright, so here's a closer look at this. let's see if I can get this out here. Screwdriver here. But I'm actually going to be probably cutting the wires and resoldering them. I guess I'm like that, maybe. Okay, yeah, that's how it goes. Alright, so here's a closer look at this thing in here. So, obviously you have a choke here. I mean, it's obviously not a transformer because there's only 2 leads coming from it. A transformer would have multiple leads. You know, your input and your output. Okay, so that's a choke right there. This thing in here, this big thing looks like a transformer. It's actually a choke. And you have an inductor. And you have 2 capacitors. And that's actually what you want to filter out the signal, you know. So, like I said, this is not a total like fake out box. There actually is stuff in here in a capacitor. The wire is a little janky, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewire this thing though. I'm going to make these holes bigger. I'm going to rewire it. I'm going to put double wires into it. So I'm going to have to cut these or desolder them. And then I don't know if I should make a ground custom box. No. And then I also got to figure out how to mount this. I don't know why they didn't solder these all the way down. I mean, this is actually on the ground pad. The top of the choke here. So I'm actually having to ground that right there. I mean, it's obviously on the ground pad. I just don't know why they didn't solder it. I mean, cost, time, I'm not sure. So I removed the wires. It's like I said, I'm gonna make these holes bigger. I want to get double wires in there. So this I don't know if I mentioned this. This is the more powerful version that can handle like 30 amps, I think. Yeah, because the radio the AT or the Quad 6 Pro can actually put out more power than your typical CB radio. Yeah, it wasn't like I wasn't trying. I mean, this is wrapped in Faraday tape. I have ferrites on it. I have this big massive filter capacitor on the MSD box and the whole power system. Then I also have inside these wires here. Well, I just cut it off. These are the wires that fed the radios. So so there's 4 wires. There's 2 each. As you can see, the Faraday tape. See, I mean, I have a grounded Faraday tape. I was thinking this might have been picking up stray RF. I don't know what's not RFI. So I'm gonna put that in here. I'm gonna pull this back, slice these, and then I'm gonna solder those into the box. That's why I opened the holes up in the box so I could get 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. I mean, that's probably overkill. I don't need that much, but I already have the wires run, so it's might as well do it. Alright, so I'm going to run a little ground strap to connect to the Faraday tape here. I mean, this probably took completely overkill, you know, just to ground out and shield this small segment wires. But, yeah, I got a really bad noise problem, so we'll see. Alright, one last look before I close it up here. So now you can kind of get the concept here. So I have 2 feeding in, 2 feeding out. The Faraday tape, which is a small segment, which I think is overkill, but I'm going to wrap it more up. Faraday tape, kind of have it soldered on there. Kind of went too hot there, but it's going to wrap the rest up with Faraday tape. And then put my sleeve back on and shorten it a little bit and wrap it up. Alright, I'm going to try a little 3M sticky tape here. I'm going to try to put it on the other side of my glove box. And then, if it does it comes off during off-roading or something, then I'll screw it in there, but I don't know if I want to, I've already put so many holes in this thing already. Bronco. Alright, so I'm not expecting miracles here, so I got it all installed. Let's try this. We actually have good skip today right now. This is, like I said, this is not my main antenna. Obviously my roof antenna, my base antennas. But I think I'm good on this little 5-foot fire stick. Alright, just turn on the fuel pump. I don't know. I mean, the car is not. Watch. And what's funny is I've actually tried unplugging the antenna and the same thing. So watch. Now listen. mean, I don't see how this could make it worse. But just look at the average noise for it, 9. Let me turn the car off. Just see how much more clear it is?
Last year, I got it all sitting here waiting. Oh yeah, we did 50, 60 miles an hour.
Hear that noise? Like the grinding, that humming noise? Like I have... Well, I don't know, like I said, I didn't expect it to 100% work. I'm sure it's helping a little bit. You know, I had totally wrapped the whole thing in Faraday tape, and I have capacitors and ferrites everywhere. Well, I guess I'll try choking the antenna again and see what happens. Yeah, look at that. One more time. Is it the fuel pump? What is it? That's the fuel pump. That's it. I mean, obviously I'm running an MSD box, so I'm putting out an insane amount of power. So the MSD box is a capacitive, so it steps up the voltage, so it's even higher. I should maybe I could maybe just disable the MSD box to see if that's... They're kind of unnecessary a little bit, you know, on just street cars, but, you know, having the extra voltage and the capacitive discharge, you know. Yeah, it just like you just can't hear it, like the whole skip goes away, you know. When I'm picking up, it completely goes away. Yeah, like I said, I've designed many chokes, so I might throw another choke back there and kind of start playing with that some more, but man, I don't know. I don't have the problem with the 2-meter radio. 2-meter 440. Yeah, I use it for GMRS, MRS, or mirrors and GMRS. Don't have a problem with that radio. I mean, that's higher frequency, but this HF stuff, man, it's especially on like sideband, man. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. All right, cool.